Today we're talking the 10 basic mistakes that every beginner makes and exactly how to avoid them. Let's get right into it. The first thing that I've noticed that is most difficult for beginners to understand is to know where to stand when. New players often stand too close to the net or too far back, making it harder to react to shots. To avoid this, position yourself at the baseline when receiving serves. After the serve, you can try to move forward to the kitchen, also called the non-volley zone. This oftentimes leads to mistake number 2 that we'll talk about, and that is not understanding the kitchen. Remember, you can only volley, meaning hitting the ball out of the air, when you're standing outside the kitchen. If the ball bounces first, you're able to step into the kitchen and hit the ball. But if you hit the ball out of the air and your momentum carries you into the kitchen, that would be considered a fault, and you do not want to do this. Mistake number 3. Beginners tend to hit the ball too hard, making it go out of bounds or into the net. To avoid this, focus on control rather than power. Aim for the placement and consistency. Work on soft shots like dinks, which are controlled, low shots that land in the kitchen. Now, trust me, I know, hitting the ball very hard is fun, and there is times for that. But you'll find that as you climb the ranks on your pickleball journey, that this only leads to the ball coming back at you just as hard. And while you're learning control of your shots, you also want to avoid mistake number 4, and that is not gaining control of the court. In order to gain control of the court, you're going to have to get to the kitchen line. This is crucial because it gives you control of the net, allowing you to intercept volleys and put pressure on your opponents and create offensive opportunities. Being at the kitchen line also forces your opponent to hit more difficult shots, giving you a defensive advantage. Overall, it is the best position for both attacking and responding to shots, making it key for beginners to focus on reaching it quickly during play. Mistake number 5, and that is not practicing consistently or not practicing at all. Beginners often get frustrated and don't put in enough practice to develop their skills. So to avoid this, set aside time to practice regularly, focusing on specific areas like serving, dinking, or volleying. If you would like help knowing what kind of drills and practices you should be doing, there is a link in the top right corner that you can click right now to take you to a video that will show you very simple and easy drills that every beginner should be doing to enhance their pickleball play. Mistake number 6. Many beginners often use an incorrect or overly tight grip, leading to poor control and power. To avoid this, the best one to start with is the continental grip. Practice holding the paddle lightly for better feel and control. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because in the future I'm going to be doing a video explaining the different type of pickleball grips and how they're used. Now on to mistake number 7. This is all about poor footwork. Not using proper footwork can lead to awkward shots and missed opportunities. To avoid this, practice moving your feet quickly and staying low to the ground. Use small quick steps to position yourself well for every shot. Always try to move into position to hit the ball with both feet planted. Whenever you hit the ball off balanced, it's going to lead to either it going into the net or out of bounds. The 8th mistake on this list is not understanding the basic rules. Beginners often don't grasp the fundamental rules such as the 2-bounce rule or how to serve correctly. To avoid this, watch tutorials or read the official rulebook to understand serving, receiving, and scoring. Mistake number 9, and that is ignoring the third shot drop. This one's a little bit more technical, but beginners often fail to use the third shot drop, which is a softer shot that brings the ball into the kitchen, allowing you to gain control of the net. To avoid this, after the serve and return, practice dropping the ball into the kitchen on the third shot. This will allow you to move toward the net and set up for better volleys and dinks. And just like earlier, make sure you're subscribed because there's going to be a video coming out on the third shot drop technique. But with that leads us to our final mistake. Mistake number 10, not anticipating the opponent's shots. This one I still struggle with to this day. Many beginners wait until the ball is hit rather than anticipating where it will go. To avoid this, pay attention to your opponent's body language and paddle positioning to predict where the ball might go. Try to get into a ready position so you can react quickly. You'll find that many points are lost on the court because you were just late to the ball. Try to anticipate and get ahead of whatever your opponent is trying to do. And with that, you now know the 10 mistakes that beginners make in pickleball. Use this list to your advantage next time you're on the court. Pay attention to these areas, avoid the pitfalls, and watch your game improve. Remember, every mistake is just an opportunity to learn and grow. Thank you guys for using the links in the description. Those help me out a ton. If you're new here, you can expect a quality video every Saturday. Thanks for watching.